speak for Grand Theft Auto though. You know, should we
Everyone's
just be
pissed
like
off.
minutes away? What is up? This is
You're the
BBC
hype man.
Radio
I told you I don't
1.
like recording myself. You're a natural at it. Are you like
Not really.
acting? Did you take acting in your life? I don't know what
Uh,
this camera is doing. It's zooming more into me than I want it to. I'm on
it's,
vacation, and welcome to our GTA special. Uh, no, I was going to say something. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out one more thing here.
I'm trying to figure out if. So do we have we should have like a prediction counter, right? How many times they say user generated content? How many times they say
You think they're
gun,
gonna?
word gun?
First of all, what do you think the format is? So we're here about to watch the Netflix extended release. It's gonna go live, I guess, in 2 minutes here. What's your expectation, Justin? Is it a speech by Strauss? Are people coming out on
No.
stage talking? What are we looking at here today in your mind?
I think it's going to be like there's going to be like developer mix-in thing, where it's like, oh, we took the time to do the realism, and then there'll be like narration of like, these are the different areas, these are the different gameplay styles, here's the nuance to the gameplay. I think it's going to be a lot of that, and I think there are going to be a lot of people who are like, I was kind of already exposed to this already. So,
Well, I think
too bad.
the people that were exposed to it are happy to be exposed to it again. I for one was exposed to it. I couldn't help myself. I was excited, but I'm equally. First of all, to be completely honest, I'm contemplating on signing up for a Netflix account because I did not sign up for Netflix. I am not a Netflix subscriber, and until you decide you want to do a live stream, I'm perfectly happy waiting until 9 o'clock Eastern to watch it on YouTube. But Netflix was hoping subscribers would go up. They would try something new. Their marketing plan would be here. It's a question who gave who the money, if there was any money even transferred hands. We're going to be joined by Colan shortly, as well as Simon. They are
There's
both
definitely a
a couple
problem.
things up. But yeah, did you click play already? It's 3 o'clock.
I think Netflix is down. Netflix is, I think, a little overloaded.
What do you think might be causing that? Do you think Bridgerton just dropped?
I don't know. Yeah, actually, it's the 7th season of Virgin River was announced. This is hilarious.
I think people are going to watch it whether they saw the leaks or not. I think, again, if you're on the one scouring the internet, you're going to watch this anyway. I don't like the idea of them monetizing an ad, but that's your world, not my world.
All right, here we go. 26 minutes. Apparently, this was captured on a base PS5.
Where did you get that information from?
I mean, it looks very good.
Have you seen the leaks?
Now, to be clear, I didn't watch any of the leaks.
So you've seen none of it?
I read about them. I try to
Okay.
distance myself from it because I was like, I kind of want to be surprised, like that whole chestnut. But
Give us a play-by-play. What's happening here? Did it go right into a
so
trailer?
it's your plan. I guess the guy's name is Is it Jason? Is that the guy, the main guy? I forget the name.
Yeah, Lucia.
You're
And
basically entering in. It looks like gameplay, right? Entering into a whatchamacallit, like a
Colin's here.
apartment building.
I am here. Hold on, I'm watching it. Look at those tattoos.
It's like it's a game.
Oh my
There are
gosh.
gameplay elements to this.
But look at the detail of this game.
Oh yeah, I mean
Colin, did you say you've seen anything or you haven't seen anything?
The leaks?
Yeah.
No, I avoided them after about a day of it on my Twitter feed, like jet skis and stuff like that. I don't really care.
So yes, you've seen it.
I read about like some of the stuff, and then some friends were sending me things where it was like, "Yo, there's this. Oh, you can pet the dog."
Well, you guys are ahead of me, huh? By how many minutes?
I am on minute 203. Oh, press triangle to knock. This is on a PlayStation.
Oh yeah.
What you want?
It's interesting. It's not live. It's just like a pre-rendered video that went live on Netflix.
That's what I was saying. Like, how does this
It's so
happen?
weird. Like,
The play button appears.
Yeah, I was trying to like go through the UI. I'm like, is it live? I'm looking like Bill Simmons is on. I don't care about Bill Simmons. Can I watch this?
oh, it's a meth lab.
Oh, this is great. Nothing's more Grand Theft Auto than meth.
It's Florida. Perfect.
We could go back empty-handed.
Look at that.
I mean,
Look at that arm hair.
the detailing on the chain, like the detailing on the gold chain is very.
You're impressed?
Man.
Oh, language.
Well, obviously I'm playing this on my portal.
Yeah, not in front of the kid.
I mean, I got my sick daughter home today watching Netflix in the other room, so don't come out. But yeah,
Oh boy.
I mean, like, I do like the the incredible world building. Oh man,
Just,
The
like,
outfit.
like normal thing gone wrong. Like, gotta leave. Oh no, the
Oh
cops.
man, there we go.
Oh, good lord.
Are they
All right,
police?
guns. Let's see what this
All right,
gun
now we're in
does.
gameplay.
Oh, how far? And then
This is
there
what a
looks like
certain person that's joining this here in a little bit has been complaining about. Where's the gameplay? Here we go. Gameplay. We got that duffel bag on.
and he picked up a shotgun.
Camera. Look at that. Good stuff. You can sit there and hang out and watch that camera.
Oh, good lord.
Wow.
I mean, it's a video game. Like, so does this strike you as something that could be co-op? Because there are two protagonists, and it seems like
I mean, honestly, after doing all this
Definitely co-op.
research on, again, I'm a butcher, Anta. Again, I'm a big fan. It seems like we're entering the era of multiple protagonists that you could just swap through because that's how they're positioned in that game. There's like a bunch of them that you can just play at any point. This, I think, is being said similarly the same thing. Where you could just jump between the two characters at any point.
I mean, they kind of
It's like
did it
GTA
last
5,
time.
basically.
I
Yeah,
think
GTA
it's
5,
given that
right?
tap- Yeah.
But I guess could you co-op? I mean, no. Like, how would you do that? I can't imagine.
yeah, I don't know
at all.
exactly.
Not at all.
It'd probably
I
be
mean,
like heists. The question
online.
is,
That's
GTA.
what I'm for. Yeah.
I mean,
It's, by the way, like, is there crime in this game? Crime is confirmed.
it's in the title, Grand Theft. Ooh, here we go. Now we're gonna get the world. Are you at the title sequence?
Oh, yep. You could Slim Jim a car.
Oh, got some country. Nothing. Look at that. It's a great color palette. Got no notes.
It's hyper detailed.
I can't buy my clothes.
Sure you can. But would they look that good?
Yeah, okay. No, Brian wants to stay for cocktails.
I'm like,
Can I wear yet?
Relax, Jay.
the writing, I'm sure, is
Okay. What do you think?
The club dress.
Sequins?
Yeah, that's what she has in the published game art.
Okay. The other one.
yeah.
Oh,
You know what you're wearing right now looks pretty good.
What's the relate? They're together, or they're not brother and sister, right?
Just give me a few seconds.
no, I thought they were a couple. Bonnie and Clyde like story.
Right. That's what I thought.
Like one gets out of prison. I forget which one. Again, I'm trying to not get too many of the story spoilers, but man, there's a lot of
Good looking
flamingos.
apartment. It's actually clean, like most video game apartments and houses are always like a complete mess.
So what's the Corona Modelo brand going to be called? Since he clearly picked one up.
They should call it Solana after the crypto.
Oh my God, we got ads.
Nature's playground. A carnival of infinite
We got ads in GTA even before we get ads in Xbox. The memes coming.
Proud. Hungry? Not anymore. Mouth-water beast from the open range.
Yeah.
Topped off with our world-famous gloves.
Oh man.
Ready.
Damn. Worth the wait.
I mean, you think anyone's changing their mind about buying this game at this point?
No.
Question. I'm canceling my pre-order. This is not what I expected.
Okay. Your mom's up a little tight. What's up?
It's like
The map. So check out the map. There's like 3 dimensions to it. That's pretty cool.
You know?
oh yeah.
I get it.
There's height to it.
Listen, big fucking shit.
Nice convertible.
Who is this guy?
All right, let's see what cars we can see from the line of GTA, right? You got
Got your Mustang. I saw like a Mustang. Looks like a Lexus. Like knockoffs, obviously.
I'm keeping my eye open for the Cybertruck.
What?
I want to see the Cybertruck in this
Right.
game.
Yeah. There's got to be a knockoff Tesla in this, right?
Sure. I'm sorry.
Skyline. The box. Skybox looks great.
Oh man.
So interesting. Okay. So hand-to-hand combat. Health
Guns.
bar is segmented into 2.
What the hell are you doing?
You seen this? Look who's back.
Oh man. Oh yes. One-handed carrying the package. That's awesome. Backyard wrestling. That's very South. Love it.
Knocking over an armored car. Rooftops. That's pretty cool.
What?
Sometimes I'm just more comfortable. I have to use a gun. You know?
What do you think of this guy's voice?
Yeah.
And don't worry about Brian. Dudes
I mean, are we gonna figure out who's gonna be the most beloved character already? Was it gonna?
I think it's gonna be her. I think a lot of gravitation to. I think he sounds like a meathead. Like he just sounds like a, like
Yeah. Who's the wild card in this? Who's the Trevor? Right.
Come here, give us a hug. I told Brian I thought you two were both dead for sure. Now what have you gotten yourselves into?
So is it blowing either of you away?
I mean, it's just really pretty. I mean, it's just what I
it
expect.
looks amazing.
I mean, you're buying a crime novel. It's kind of
Yeah.
what you're buying, right? It's.
Oh,
Does this make people? Oh man, does it make people like sad that this is the kind of game that most people want to play? I mean, I don't know what to tell you. People love a good crime. It's been so long since they got a new one. For most
But,
people, they don't play online.
like how many iterations of Heat do you need? Like how many iterations of Inside Man? Like that's kind of to me like at some point like the writing is good, but also like I've seen this movie before. I guess I'm just
Justin Ruiss is saying GTA 6 is played out.
I need the ladies here.
What? Oh no, are you making that a thing on the socials? Like he just claimed like I don't like Nintendo Switch and I think it's a bad business.
that's me.
Watch out, he's gonna clip you, dude. You can keep your eye on Greg here.
I don't do such things. I get sign off on everything.
Oh, this is sick. Bandana. Full on go bandana. That was very like Red Dead was like that too, right?
Mhm.
Well,
These are still like, to me, like a lot of this is still like cutscene stuff. Like, okay, there's a place where you
no,
can
this is in game right here, right? This isn't cutscene.
This
This
is
is
in
her
game,
walking.
yeah.
Yeah, this is in game. As soon as you get into that third person kind of view, you're out of the cutscene. You're in the third person, right? Or you're in the
It
game.
sounds like you could detail literally everything on these people.
I mean, gotta love the camo shorts, man. Nothing wrong with that. I just like, am I gonna really make him go to the gym to stay in shape like San Andreas, or am I just gonna like let him flub out? Or just
I remember when you texted that, I was like, the only reason to do that was like to get a certain girlfriend because she wanted you to be ripped or something. Like I remember that being the only reason.
yeah, I want my guy in GTA San Andreas to be kind of ripped. It felt like part of his character.
You're
Now, if I
right.
was
He was
playing against-
supposed to be like jacked.
But if I was Trevor, I probably, and we're playing GTA 5 with the same kind of mechanics, I probably would have made him fat.
Straight up alcoholic. Yeah.
He's a crazy loon that just, probably be like live streaming conspiracy theories on the internet. So I probably make him
I gotta say, like the sunset in this, like they nailed like all of the Florida aesthetics. Like this looks amazing.
I lean on you, East Coasters. What is Florida? You know better than
What
all.
is it? It's a great question.
Florida is a mix of everything, from as southern gets to northeasterns who are just down there for holiday
Yeah.
to the Spaniards on
waiting,
the Gulf
like,
Coast side to
To the
really
capital of the Caribbean, in Miami.
yeah, that's Puerto Rico probably.
Wow.
That's cool.
I mean, like you see the dash on this. Like, oh, here's your Trevor equivalent.
Well, every character is an exaggeration of some part of American culture. That's kind of like their whole thing, right? That's what Rockstar does. Is they just really.
I'll say a lot of weapon. Oh, geez, wow.
Oh, that's cool. All right. I mean, come on. This looks so pretty, and look at that. Oh,
yeah, this looks like a movie.
Hey, this is amazing. Like, come on, this is great.
It's a 6-star system, right? Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, I now want to play this game and make cops chase me. Like everybody who plays Grand Theft Auto just wants to get the star level up and see how long they can outrun the cops.
God, he's sold. He was a little pessimistic beforehand, but now
I
he's
wonder
trying
if
to cool it.
so mission wise, like if you think about it, there's 2 characters. So if you're just solo on the street, can you call in somebody? Because it seems like that might be a cool mechanic to have somebody drive while you're shooting.
You want me to take the wheel? What? No.
That'd be an interesting way to do it.
You think everything
I feel like they're going to loop in online somehow and let people replay certain aspects of it.
There's no voiceover. It's just literally like shots of gameplay. It's so weird. Like it's basically just a 26-minute long trailer.
The amount of YouTube content that's going to be made off this extended trailer is insane, and the amount of sleuthing and frame shot by frame shot analysis. So now you're the driver, and then your AI is now the shooting. Oh, that's cool. So you can swap between the driver. I mean, all right.
I'm literally like sales guys are messaging me on Teams saying this looks so good. Yup, people on Rascals.
Look at that. The Florida orange. Not orange. Oh man, of course. That's how people wear their outfits. I will never stop doing you, Grand Theft Auto.
Destroying evidence.
Oh man.
Jason, that is his name. I forgot it. If that was
Maybe some warning next time?
What should I say? Friday morning, bank run. Come on.
I'm trying to get like a sense of what the UI is, because like it's very sparse,
So I mean, very Grand Theft Auto. You're clearly going to do missions where you go from point A to point B. They kind of invented that trope, right? Where it's like I'm here and I have to go there.
Yeah.
And sometimes there's shooting involved. Sometimes it's just driving and hearing people talk. But that's like a Grand Theft Autoism. It's always existed.
Does this mean we're in his group?
Yeah, I think so.
You think he can help us? Back in Bayside.
Take a look around.
Oh, right. Scooters. City scooters.
Oh, here we are. Like, are they gonna have a NBA 2K style game inside this game that's better than NBA 2K? That would be like the hilarious, right? Like all of a sudden, like actually the best basketball sim is inside Grand Theft Auto 6.
That's what I was waiting to see. I want to see this 2K mechanics inside here.
Is this okay? So this is the club. Oh, there's your racing game, Colan.
Rally racing. There you go. Oh, here you are. Menus.
Yeah, look at that. Like holding a gun behind you to like. Yeah, that was one of the leaks. It was like you could store things in the car.
Yeah.
Holy shit, Chad! What do I do? So he says,
That's pretty good. Ah, this is great.
Streaming, yeah, pretty funny.
As the virtual streamers going to outpace the streamers count? That's what I want to know, right? Dirt bike racing.
Yeah, see that? Like you're switching on the fly.
Switching.
Yeah.
Switching the character.
This is pretty awesome.
Base jumping, right? That's cool.
In the shot of like all of Florida.
Oh.
This mechanic was always so cool to me.
I bet you be real good at battle rap, you know?
Lucia, Jason, come take a seat. I'm waiting on the ETA for the flight.
Can I get you anything? Tea, coffee, champagne?
3 more champagnes. Thank you.
Be right back.
Trust me, a slight buzz will only help you.
So Val, I know it's a party, but we are working, right?
The job is Andres de Leon. Protect him, but keep him in line. Gas him up. Boost his ego. Make him feel good about himself.
Do you think halfway through this game the two of them break up? And then they have to work together and realize that they should be together?
I mean, we don't want to spoil what happened in GTA 5, but I mean, there's obviously a fracture between the three main characters. 15-year-old game at this point, right?
Wait, Bruce Willis was dead the entire time.
Oh my gosh.
Changing my channel.
No, I just want to know how Simon's watching all this right now and consuming it, right? Oh man, those things look so great at night. Like wow,
Biting his nails, yeah, like
look at all that neon.
yeah, like I like that. I like the very Miami vibe.
Yeah, I would lean on you East Coasters. You tell me what the Miami vibe is. I can only grade GTA 5 on its
Very
own.
like Fountain Blue, you know. Los Olas Boulevard, Fort Lauderdale, you know, all that kind of stuff. I mean, it's like it's got that, you know, tinge to it.
Wow.
I mean, this is what 13 years of polish looks like. You know, like that's
Greg was so bored by this, he left the stream. But this is like, I just can't believe how the cutscenes so intermingle graphic-wise in with the gameplay. Like,
again, remember something. This is on a base PS5.
Can I introduce you to Andres'
So-
new security detail? Jason and Lucia. This is Pedro Navarro, COO of Mega
I wonder if a lot of people are trying to figure out who the voice cast is. If there's anybody like famous in this, they never announced it.
they never announced it. I don't know. I mean,
I want you to meet Lucy.
I guess they like the two of them bill themselves as like personal security. It's like it sounds like that's all they're doing is like covering for people.
it seems to be the plot thread here, right? It's like people
Yeah.
doing things that like are like, hey, we're bodyguards for this person doing this thing.
They're like hired goons. Like,
Do I dare open X right now and see what the internet's saying?
no. Or yes, yeah.
Here we go. Down the cesspool I go for you. Not.
That sounds like what's his name from Ant-Man, the guy who
Oh, Michael Pena.
Yeah, Michael Pena. That sounds like him. Sort of looks like him too.
I see the Wired story. Netflix has walked back plans to put out AAA games on its streaming platform. Instead, it's pivoting to marketing highly anticipated titles like Grand Theft Auto 6.
They're walking back. Is that what that's?
Yeah, that is what the Wired header on my X feed says. Literally posted an hour ago. Netflix failed at video games. Now it's trying to promote. Hey everyone that came with me about my Netflix take. I welcome all your rights.
Colin,
I'm waiting.
I'll say this: I had a conversation today. You would be very happy to hear the I don't understand the logic behind not putting out a free tier, but they really need to do it quick. Like everybody was, or at least the one person that I trust to say that was like very much trusting.
They should be pushing it out as fast as can because Netflix is coming, or sorry, YouTube is coming for them, man.
They're already there,
and they have no content costs other than paying creators, which is far cheaper than making a show from whole cloth. Their business model has cash advantages, lots of cash advantages, as I know you know, Ruiss. Anyways, all right, back to GTA. Let's watch things blow up. The party goes awry. Go figure. It's Grand Theft Auto.
You know what? You know what? You're gonna hate me for this, and I'm gonna get torched for it. But
dang!
Wow, jeez. This is sort of giving me like that first mission of Cyberpunk vibes when they showed that off. Like, look at how amazing this first edition is.
You gotta give Rockstar the benefit of the doubt.
They've never not cooked, man. Let Rockstar cook. That's all it is. I mean,
headshots galore. What do you think that eyesight thing is? That's like the Red Dead.
Yeah, that's the thing that's always been to me the only thing on any Rockstar game is third person shooting is fine. It's it has to exist to go do things, but are you
what they do that I don't like? Their run mechanic was always weird, where it's you have to pump the button or whatever. Like Crimson Desert did that, and I was like, this is not.
Okay, we're getting bullet time now. That's kind of cool, but
see the meter depleted. Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, did she just? Oh my gosh. Ugh.
QTE is quick time.
Did she just heal him in the face?
Yeah.
That's good for that.
Geez. No, that can't be the end of this.
No.
Might not feel like it.
Ooh, we're getting Rufus' soul music in this game.
There you go.
Nothing is gonna be who you are.
You're always trying to figure out what songs are going to be in this game because they're about to become 1 billion listens on Spotify like that. It's like, do you want to be 1 billion song on Spotify? Put your game in Grand Theft Auto prominently. Rufus can go on tour another 2 years after their break, and
I saw them at the Garden.
Oh no! Is this the main song of the game now? I think that's undersaid about what this game does to music careers when your game is on their radio.
Captured on PS5.
Rufus the Soul will now be endeared to an entire next generation of alphas who play this game. They'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna listen to Rufus on the radio station. I mean, I always think about the Rihanna, like only girl in the world, and it's just like I swear her popularity went from here to just forever.
Yeah.
Right? Music sounds better than with you. Also skyrocketed in popularity after the.
I feel like Toto by Africa when Vice
Yeah.
City was it like that song like became everybody knew
Flock
it.
of Seagulls, Far
Yeah,
Away.
Flock of
Like you could just go
Seagulls,
through and just be like, these songs are like definitive Grand Theft Auto songs that made them even more popular, right? What are your thoughts? It's over. Our 20-minute trailer is over. I know I'm gonna go to our PlayStation, our big skeptic here, Greg. Greg, I know it's not a marathon. I know it's not on a. No one's actually playing this on Xbox. But what are your thoughts?
I'm not a skeptic at all of GTA 6. I'm pumped about it. I think it's going to be everything and then some of what we imagined it would be. I think it's going to have everything in there, man. Like, yeah. I don't think today's trailer, I wasn't happy that they did a Netflix trailer. I think this was a waste of my time. Not your guys' presence at all.
Wow. I'm just walking away. Justin got a haircut?
I don't think this is like an effective marketing tool, man. Like, why am I paying to watch a trailer on Netflix a little while earlier?
Paying you? Because you didn't subscribe to Netflix. I got it. You're one of the people that need to create a free version to put it in. You're right. They should.
I don't let that be bygones. Like I think it's just one. I think it's an interesting choice of a release of a trailer. Of a game.
If you're looking at it from a comms perspective, they own the news cycle when they announced they're doing something. Netflix was a stunt that worked. It got all the attention on them, and then the leaks drew more attention. And I'm sure Netflix is going to have crazy time spent numbers on this event, right? And then it's going to ultimately kind of go.
I don't think they will.
The site was like unresponsive, like when I was trying to get into it. So I'm not surprised, but
I think like. Is it good business for Netflix? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Is it good business for GTA? 100%. It just builds an event to do it. Like all they have to do to market this game, if anything, is just continue to treat it as like a kind of massive event and not just another game. And doing something like this on Netflix and being the first ones to do it is eventizing it, right? You're turning it into an event.
Yeah.
It'll work. And you'll be like, wow.
Justin loved it. Justin had this day pinned on his calendar for 90 days now.
Spoiler alert, I did pre-order it, but
today is the day you did it? You're like, I finally see
No, I pre-ordered it when the pre-order was available because I was pretty sure they were going to run out. Do you want me to go, Colin, or what do you think?
Yeah, go.
All
You
right.
go first.
It's beautiful. It's a great looking game. I think it looks fantastic. It is more of the like in a little bit. It's a little more of the same. Like I get it. You can swap between these two people. There's a bullet time meter. There's guns. There's car chases. Like it's got the polish and gloss that you'd expect. It's very Florida. Like it is very Florida. Which is cool. Like I love the Miami and Fort Lauderdale vibes. There's even like Northern Florida-esque vibes, like the whole first mission where they're like in a meth lab or whatever. It just seems like they showed off some of what a GTA mission in this game looks like, and not so much of like new mechanics that would make you think that this is an upgrade from the last one.
Right.
And that's a little maybe that's a little disingenuous. Maybe I was expecting more because look, we've been having these conversations where it's like, where's the UGC elements? Like they're going to do something, but here's the release date. It's captured on a base PS5 and here's a couple of missions. Like, okay, all right. I was sold before. I didn't need to get this sold after, but maybe I'm being hyperbolic. I don't know.
I think one, if anyone says it's the same thing, when's the last time we had a Grand Theft Auto new game like Red Dead?
Yeah.
So it's been almost 10 years since RDR2 came out. And like this also presumes like most people don't play the online version, right? Majority of people don't play GTA Online. Majority like it's a pretty big game, but
Yeah.
it's not like the amount of people that'll play Grand Theft Auto 6 just for the story, which I always think about that. Like, oh, there's a lot of people that never played GTA Online who have not played Grand Theft Auto since GTA 5 came out or at some point, right? So between its initial release to like the last couple of years, like there are a lot of people who just played GTA as a story and then they're like done. So this is like something new that isn't like your sequel of Forever CODs that's come out every year. So you haven't saturated the market with Grand Theft Auto because there's no Grand Theft Autos, right? And anyone that's trying to copy Grand Theft Auto, like poor Watch Dogs, just doesn't exist anymore. Like they don't also
Saints Row.
exist.
Yeah.
RIP Watch Dogs. There's two. There's RDR and even that game, as and wildly successful as it is also more to say a game that sold like 80 million copies is niche is like ludicrous, but it's like it's more niche than GTA because GTA reaches more people because not a cowboy western game isn't for as many people as Grand Theft Auto, but it's for more
It's not
people
as
that
cool
play
as Steel
more
Horse.
games.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. And I guess where I was wanting more is I wanted to know more of the minutia, like all the reports out there saying like you have to, and this is probably part of the leak, so it sucks. It's like, oh, working out's a big deal, and like engaging with your car if you want to have a good car, and like keeping up with your guns, and like it just seems like
Yeah.
there's a lot of Red Dead stuff kind of creeping in, which is fine. It makes sense, but I kind of wanted to know a bit more about what they're gonna do with that stuff, like, and how important is it to the core game loop, or is it all just side stuff? If you want to really be into like your car, you could be really into car, which is like cool. It's awesome, like a really great like offshoot sub game, but like maybe not for everyone. So that's my question. There'll obviously be a mission where you have to learn how to do these things just so they explain it to you, and then you
Right.
decide whether you care or not after that mission. Like,
That
do I
that's
care
what
about
a
the
lot of
tattoo
that,
parlor?
like the jumping on the dirt bike, like that track. Like I'm sure there's a mission where it's like go down to the dirt track and learn how to
Race these
use one of
people.
these. Yeah. Right. I did you expect there to be like somebody like voicing it over, being like, and this is what it looks like. Like you'll have to manage your meter here. I thought that was gonna happen.
Oh man, no, I don't know. And I wish the only thing if they were going to show stuff like this, I wish they would have shown more of the map from a high level. Like
Yeah.
here is the larger map of the island that we're on. Let's zero in on Miami, or sorry, Vice City. Let's zero in on our Fort Lauderdale or whatever, Tampa. Like I don't know if it's Fort Lauderdale, Tampa, whatever.
You're
That's all
nailing
to
it.
me.
Keep going.
Are we hiding Disney? Like, are they not going to do a Disney in this game? That's my major. They gotta, if they're doing Florida and they don't have a theme park based in the central part of the island, then they are. I would call that a massive miss.
I don't know.
Simon tried, he failed. Womp womp. But don't you think there's going to be a giant theme park in the middle of the island?
I think
That's the only thing I haven't seen in
they-
leaks. Like, where's the fake Disneyland World?
I mean, they don't have to show anything. They showed what they showed. I mean, why show more than that if they don't need to? Save so many aces up their sleeves.
Like there needs to be something that's part of like the story. So to me, so much of this being like ground level crime stuff almost suggests that they don't have a greater story that like is inclusive of their knockoff version of Elon Musk or Trump or something. Like it seems so ground level crime that it doesn't have the like craziness of like past GTA's. It's like,
Well,
oh, you
that's
gotta
the
drive
beginning.
like the Poison knockoff band like around. You remember like
Yeah, but this feels like this is like first act GTA 6, right? They're showing you what's happening in the first act. They're not revealing because like GTA stories always just kind of escalator up into its like craziness until my favorite is like San Andreas. At some point you go breaking a area 51 and you're flying around.
I am. You guys can hear me, okay? I am so
Yeah.
curious as to because usually with these things, right, when it's sort of like a pseudo E3 type thing, right? You've got the comments, you've got the sort of the live reactions, etc., etc. I've been sort of watching this while I've been doing other things with absolutely no sense whatsoever. I'm sort of walking into this blind. as to what people think about this. And so I'm curious as to what in a cliff notes what the perception has been.
I want to say they just showed gameplay footage. I'm going to X right now. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'd say hit the expectations of what we saw, but not overly hyping anything else.
Yeah, I mean, I got to say, visually, from my sort of view, it does look incredible. You know, and as you guys all know, I'm the GTA skeptic, right? I'm the where you know,
the British in you.
Doors, I'm off, you know, in dungeons, you know, playing Souls-like. So this is not my cup of tea. Typically, it does look spectacular. My other qualms or you know, issues with the games previously is that all the movement, all the shooting has been pretty loose, right? Like not terribly sort of refined or accurate. And it looks like maybe they've worked on that. But on the other side of the coin, I'm sure you guys have covered this. The leaks showed infinitely more, you know, sort of actual gameplay. It seems like it gets like moment to moment. And it makes sense, right, for the Netflix audience, right? If the idea here is people who are otherwise streaming, and we're still a little bit. There are many people like ourselves who are, you know, but there'll be a lot of people who go home at 6-7 p.m. this evening, and this pops up on their screen. It's for them. Ooh, this seems like a compelling story. Wow, look how amazing it looks. So that's that. I do understand that there are going to be like a ton of I'm sure you guys heard this, like all the influencers who've been under NDA, right, have already played it, and so there'll be a bunch of stuff over the next 48 hours. But yeah, it's interesting. Interesting.
Oh, Simon, we're at the beginning of the sea of marketing dollars that's just going to be poured into this, like a waterfall, like Niagara Falls going down. It's just I feel bad for every game this fall because they're going to get blasted out by Grand Theft Auto stuff.
I thought we were talking about Anata, right?
A great looking game.
Coming out. Let me ask a question around that. Because do we collectively think, right? There's about 5 months, and obviously for the benefit of anybody watching, right? This is all I've heard about in the last 48 hours is Nanta in various group chats. But do you think that it will ride on the coattails in the slipstream of GTA? Like that will actually be a good thing for it? Or do you think that ultimately they're going to find different audiences, or how do those two live together?
So I think we were talking to Alex from GamesBeat today on Greg's other show about this, and this came up. And this is my
he's a media mogul. He's got you know multiple different.
Apparently, I don't talk. I don't say a word. I just sit here.
I think my theory is Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming out as a story mode first, right? There's no necessary. They have not talked about GTA Online 2 or whatever the next forever game version of this sandbox is going to be. It's just purely based on here is the story you can play. Now, if that's what it is, which I think is what it's going to be, then that story has a finite amount of hours for most people. And you're trying to now guess of like how long do I have to wait till I put my next game out before most people's hours have burned out of Grand Theft Auto for what they're going to play it for, which is the story.
Has there been any guidance around that? I mean, do we think it's 30 hours? Do we think it's 100 hours?
Oh, I'm guessing like 100 hours. So that's like what, a 2-month window of just blackout. Like people are just going to be playing Grand Theft Auto and nothing else.
The average person, the job, more than that.
Yeah,
right.
Close to a GTA style game, wanting another open world sandbox game. It's like the last thing someone wants after GTA.
I would have thought that about Anata, but then I deep dive so much in this game, and if they execute some of what they're basically putting out there, is like we're to do this and this and this, it's just like a totally different beast. It's also free. And so to your other questions, I'm like, I think Anata has the floor of, well, we're going to get all of Japan, Korea, and China to play this game because they don't like Grand Theft Auto over there. So this is distinctly targeted at a market.
That's actually, you anticipate my next question, which I'm sort of interested in, which is 26 minutes, right? What that is. Obviously, 15 years has passed, you know, I think since the last game, a considerable amount of time. In that time, you know, consoles have changed, perhaps certain territories become more important, dynamics. Do you see any, when you look at that, do you see, okay, this is the same? Or do you see any conspicuous attempts to sort of capture, a different type of audience, or like, do you see change?
No, I mean
that was my initial thing. Was no, I don't. It's here are the missions. Here's how good it looks. Here's all the added extra feature. Like, I was looking at the UI and the maps and all this stuff, and it's like, it sure does look like a Grand Theft Auto. Like, it doesn't.
Right.
So,
but do you think they went down that road and then they abandoned it? Like, because ultimately, right, if it ain't broke.
No, I think for most people, they haven't played Grand Theft Auto in 15 years. And so I just think this is maybe the ceiling of what console gaming in its current form factor can deliver. Like, this is the apex of what Grand Theft Auto could probably be, right, in its current form. Like, it's a crime story. Like, it's Heat. It's all these, like, versions of crime in America with a comedic element to it. Like, it's outside of making the world bigger, which seems like on an arbitrary exercise, like, this is as detailed as you'll probably ever see a game. Like, I just don't think you can really divorce the play loop. If, like, one thing, like, the play loop is you're here, you go here, things happen between point A and point B. Like, I always joke that television is sometimes written about it, like Sons of Anarchy, especially. It's like Grand Theft Auto missions. You get, like, talk to one person, they tell you to drive to the other town to go talk to the other person. Then you have to go back to the third town to solve the problem, and then you get reward. It's like shows are written like Grand Theft Auto missions, like in a triangle. And I just think, like, this is the same thing, except it looks pretty. Like, the fact that you could switch between driving and shooting in the car in the same sequence and have it look cool, it's like awesome. Like, that looks cool.
Yeah. No, obviously gorgeous, but it's interesting to say that in terms of detail, because visually detailed, without doubt, massive world, without doubt. The things that I was thinking this morning, what would make it attractive to me, as somebody who hasn't played, really, these games haven't caught up to me. And I think it would be more sort of in the interiors, in terms of different sort of things that you could do, but particularly a procedural element, right? Which is to say, because we know that the basic loop, right? I mean, I took a class on video games in college, and one of the things we had to do was, like, play GTA, I think 3 at the time. But we that, right? There's always going to be this thing of, if you commit crime, police come after you, right? That's the major sort of procedural piece. But what I don't know, and there's the narrative piece, as you say. Talk to this person, they've got dialogue, feed you elsewhere. Whereas, what I love in video games, and you see this in some of the Bethesda games, you see it in, Kingdom Come Deliverance, you see it in some other things, is, you just move somebody's stuff and then they get confused or whatever else. I mean, are we expecting those kinds of aspects to it?
That's a great question. That would be the real evolution, is like having a tree of options that basically kind of butterfly effect based on what you do. Like, what's your relationship with the other character? There's multiple endings based on how you guys interact throughout the game. Like, can you kill a character?
Like Halo, the Fable game, right? That's what that's promising, is that you have this reputation, and then people react to what you do. I would hope that at least that, right? It would be stupid if, because they showed some of the gameplay of, like, holding up the various stores, right? And I think it looks kind of cool. And I assume that won't just be story based. That will be something you can go in and do. It would be silly if, in a 10 block radius, you've already held up 4 or 5, places in the space of 2 weeks, and then there isn't a different reaction. That's, to me, that's what makes the world feel alive. Yeah. Not having, like, this extra, hairs, moving, or like particles in the wind. I don't care about that. What makes it feel alive is people reacting to what you do.
Yeah. So, like, going back to the NetEase version of taking the spiritual successor of this, plus, like, 5 other genres of games, like, they're promising, like, an infinite choice inside the world that's quote unquote alive, and, like, Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, that's one of the promises. Like, it's a forever game that's lit, it's alive. Your characters are doing things in your absence, so you can go back to them, and they have fundamentally changed based on things they're doing on the side. Like, it sounds like, again, a creative reach is an understatement of what they're trying to do with this game based on what they've said publicly over the last, like, 2 years. You're like, okay, if this is actually what it is, then, like,
sounds amazing.
Wow. But to your point, I think, Simon, is like Grand Theft Auto 5, and not a knock on it, is very much a very pretty and funny and snarky and great to play game, but it's very much on the rails. Like, you know, Michael does Michael things, Franklin does Franklin things, Trevor does Trevor things, and there's no point in which you do anything that could ever move the story outside the rails it's on. So you're on a very rail-based system, right? Until you get to GTA Online, then it's a lot more open and free. And I think what you're echoing is like modern games, as seen in the RPGs, like, no, there has to be this like skill, this branch out of stories where it's like you're a person, you interact with this character, Baldur's Gate or whatever, a certain way, and the story basically fundamentally changes based on how you do or do not interact. And that's maybe where modern gamers are looking for. Like, is Grand Theft Auto going to adopt something like that? That's a good question. I don't know. I mean,
do you think they keep those? Because if you think about what you just said on the online portion, it's like they may as well keep that wall up between the people who want the on rails experience and the people who want like the full on immersive.
Well, I
you
suppose
know,
that might be their answer, right? Design wise, is we don't need to build this in procedurally in the single player aspect, because that's what the online and look, in what I'd sort of seen during the leaks and so forth, it felt to me a little bit like they were reading this book, Matt Ball's Metaverse, right? Like that's the goal is that you walk around this thing and there's all this stuff to do, and you can play with. I don't know what's real and what's AI, but you can play tennis, you can play pick up basketball, you can do all this stuff within the GTA world, and that might be their solution. To me, that's like I'm just not interested in multiplayer games. Even this morning, I was looking at Future Games Show and like going through like, oh, that looks interesting, until it said multiplayer. I'm like, all right, move on. Not interested. That may be. That may be sort of a piece of it, but then I would think that, even like that central, I mean, they can't possibly have a completely on rails story for these two, because this is like a Bonnie and Clyde type of a story. There are so many ways that relationship, they have to have at least 3 multiple endings. I would think.
That's what I think. That's what I think too. Like you're making, even if it's the BioWare old school where there's like, you're either really evil or really good, and like there's not really much in the middle, and you're making like 4 decisions that are pretty blatantly obvious you're making them at that point that will distinctly change the game story at that juncture, where you're either like a Sith Lord or you're a super nice Jedi. So to that point, like there's probably an ending where you kill each other, there's probably an ending where you don't kill each other, and then maybe something that's in the middle where you maybe separate, like, or something like you kind of go your separate ways, right? So yeah, I would hope they have a little bit more narrative flexibility. I mean, you got to imagine the craftsmanship that's gone in this game. Like, I think I forget what analyst talking head said this, but I heard this on like a podcast or show, but they said like Grand Theft Auto is the last major, like, human created only thing that we will see. Like, it is a totem to what humans can do with digital technology, because now it's all going to be kind of admittedly or not admittedly powered by some sort of AI in the back end. Yeah. So this is like a totem to everything.
Have they come out and said they could use any generative AI?
Oh, and Strauss has said no, right? Ruiss, you know this better, right? He's been out there saying no, I think. Right? He's like, no.
Yeah, I think he's been carrying the torch on that one.
Like, someone asked him and he's like laughed and said no. I forget if it was Drang's interview or like someone.
Yeah. Meanwhile, obviously China, Korea, just there, it's ubiquitous, and I think by and large, it'll be most places. Yeah, I don't know. It's the whole thing is fascinating. I wonder if we're going to get in the next 48 hours some statement either from Rockstar or Netflix about how many people watch this thing.
Oh, I would imagine.
Oh, Netflix is jumping at that. PR team's just frothing at the mouth to put it out there. I saw us quoting, I thought it was Wired had this headline, Simon. I don't have it up. It was on my X feed when I was looking for news, but they basically said like Netflix is abandoning their gaming strategy and going and all in being a premier platform for games, like i.e. a marketing engine. I was like, that.
Well, and that, in my view, that's. I mean, I've said this to people. I think probably at Netflix. Like, to me, that's look. I think there are certain games there that can possibly can succeed and so on. But this is the best way for them to interact with gaming culture. And I don't think we'll see it on the scale of GTA, because nothing else is on the scale of GTA. But within these different sort of niches, there are plenty of other games they could do something similar.
I mean, you got to think that if they had like go to Anata, right? Instead of them kind of doing it, I've spent like 10 hours in the hole in this game, like doing interviews with random journalist outlets from around the world. Like, isn't it a better use of their time just to sit down and do a video stream with Netflix and have them just broadcast it worldwide and be like, hey, we're going to interview the creator behind Anata, ask them the same questions they do throughout the press junket, except it now is broadcasted to hundreds of millions of people worldwide.
Yeah, but do you think the answer to that is like, well, Twitch and YouTube exist? You know, like,
yeah, but it's different. Netflix offers a curated path that everyone wants.
Yeah.
That's why they don't want the UGC universe to kind of come in, jump on them as they're doing their thing. Like
it's like a quasi UGC thing in a lot of ways.
Have you guys seen this? I assume you're looking at this concurrently, and maybe you were talking about it before I joined. Like all the previews are dropped. Like the New York Times has a really extensive piece. All the gaming outlets and everything, and it seems like,
oh my god.
So the lovers or simply partners in crime up to the players, you have to maintain the sort of level of relationship between them. It does seem like it's a much more reactive world, at least what they're talking about, and so the highlights that I'm looking at in real time, which again that makes it much more attractive.
None of that came through in that though.
Yeah, well, and I think that's maybe the intent, right?
Yeah.
Which is that this is to get the interest of the layperson watching on, and sort of as Colan would say, the awareness, right, is through the roof, and then you drop this sort of piece, it's just, there's a lot to die. There's a lot.
It's interesting to pick the New York Times of all places. Like, what of your audience is subscribing to New York Times is an interesting thought exercise to do with Rockstar games and GTA in general. But hey, I'm seeing the role playing community talking on X. I follow them all from my Twitch days, and they're all like, gosh, I cannot wait till we get our hands on the online version of this and get our mods in there. Like, holy crap. So just seeing the amount of detail has got the RP role-playing community's juices flowing. So, I mean, they liked what they saw. I mean, I think they're already in the bag, but you're basically giving them an updated canvas, 15 years with much more detail. And it's like, yeah, this is amazing.
Sounds quite impressive. I have to say, and I did like that. You could see it in the video. What you could see is sort of on the shooting, the being the body part.
I mean, the part where she took a heel and shoved it. I don't know if you saw it, Simon, but she shoved it into the dude's eye and threw him down an elevator shaft. You're like, well, didn't think I'd see that in a video game. And now I can check that off my bucket list of, yeah, you can take a stiletto and shove it in someone's eye in combat and throw them down an elevator shaft.
Just looking at the review.
By the way, I thought the water looked incredible. It looked really great, and that sort of short underwater bit they showed was really good.
What year is this? 2004. The water looks so good.
As long as the character stays wet when they get out of the water, because that's my
the skyboxes were incredible. Like it just looked like a painting. They all looked incredible. But I reading some of the stuff in here, it sounds like you don't. It almost sounds like you can't just go on a lot of crime sprees. Like there's a lot of responsibility to what your rampaging sort of looks like.
And that first car chase was amazing. Watching how you could blow the tires off, the cars are flipping over. You're just like, and then you could swap between driver and shooter. You're just like stunned of like, this looks like. I mean, if the core element, I think it was you, Simon, mentioned, is like Grand Theft Auto is running away from cops and shooting at them, then this is like a whole level of what has never existed in Grand Theft Auto at a level of detail you just can't believe, where you're blowing out the tires and you're watching the car flip like it's an action movie into the streets. And
yeah, for sure. What I'm interested in is can you what tools does it give me to completely avoid that, right? So break into the place, silently disable the whatever the system, drive the cop. I don't know.
You're bringing first light Hitman mechanics here. Like, can I choke them all out? Can I?
Yeah, but look, I have to say, I think that the Hitman games are some of the most underrated games of the last. I mean, I think that's the modern trilogy. a standard. You know, I'm not saying that it shouldn't be that, right? In the same way that First Light wasn't
heavy,
but borrowing from and adding some of those elements. Because again, like that very like, oh, your star goes up, now they're coming after you. But it sounds like it's going to be much more sophisticated in terms of reputation, in terms of what you can do to change that reputation, right? In terms of changing your haircut, changing your clothes, blah blah blah. I wonder, I wouldn't be surprised if, since we're living in this world, if they had like the AI recognition cameras as well for the face, in certain of these places. It's look, as I said, I'm the skeptic. I came into this with zero interest. It impressed me more than I thought, which is what I was necessarily expecting to say. So once it shows me how the bonfire and leveling up system works, I'll be into it.
Well, the real question,
Well,
Simon, is are you going to lead your Saturday thoughts with this, with the Netflix and the GTA 6? Is it going to lead your Saturday thoughts post?
You see, this is the thing. I've already jotted down some things, but I mean, obviously there'll be some reference. The Saturday thoughts is more likely to be the aftermath, right? In terms of the meta around the media coverage and the numbers and so forth. I don't see how I can possibly, as somebody who is known as a LinkedIn provocateur, how I cannot do a post about this evening on the way home, right? I have to say something. Although maybe I've just completely spoiled it by appearing on video here in a very rare.
Maybe it makes the process easier. Let's have final words on this, because we are at the top of the hour here. Did you think this was the right move by either Rockstar or Netflix? Do you think it moved the dial? And do you think we're going to see more games go down this path? Justin, you seem very passionate about this. You've had this day marked on your calendar for 365 days.
It's 13 years, I think this accomplished what it was supposed to accomplish, but like, to Simon's point, like, is FromSoft going to do this and the FromSoft people are going to get jazzed about it? Yeah, probably, and maybe they can charge for it, but I don't know. This to me, I little underwhelmed. Little.
Colan.
I think it was good for Rockstar, because Rockstar gets to keep its premiere, like, we're doing only things that we can do kind of sheen on it. We're not going to get into, they would never do a Keeley event, right? It would just be basically, is how I see it. So for them, makes sense. They were able to market the game in a new way no one else has done. For Netflix, we'll see. Like, it depends on what they do with this downstream. Like, do they turn this into a promotional engine, or is this just a one-off stunt, like so much of what they do? So that's my 2 cents. Am I as excited for GTA? I was already buying this game. So, like, this is all just like, great. It looks good. No notes, right? So I'm on board.
Simon, you were pessimistic beforehand.
Well, I mean, look, the easiest part to this is will we see more of this? And the answer is yes. And I think we'll see more from Netflix almost immediately once they see this. I think we'll see other platforms do it. Frankly, it's surprising to me that they haven't. And it's, look, it's one way to cut through. There have been so many trailers shown this week, right? That they're partnering with a media company like this. Whether it's the right thing for the game, I mean, obviously, I am not a GTA hardcore player, but I was impressed. What I would say is it's in context, right? I'm seeing some of the more of the game of voices feeling sort of underwhelmed. I don't think this was aimed solely or exclusively at gamers, and I think in concert with some of these previews that seem to be dropped and we'll read, and then I assume in the coming weeks there'll be more, gameplay focused, mechanics focused things coming out. And look, when this in a couple of months, right? So it's all leading into doing. Next question, I think, is now what happened? And assuming they don't shut this down, what are we go, or is this at the end of it? Yeah. Because that's suboptimal. Because clearly there's a very clearly orchestrated plan here.
There is, and we appreciate everyone for joining in, watching, listening. We'll have information. We'll share some information from this, gentlemen. I appreciate your time.
I got one more thing, Greg. I just want to say, if anyone wanted to do it next, Nintendo, if they started putting directs on Netflix, that would be interesting.
All right, now I have to go.
That's interesting, but not.
But they should. All right, I'm going to go. Okay.
Hey guys.
Peace out.